Hello and welcome. I'm Mike Wells, a senior consultant at Gorilla Logic, and I appreciate you taking time out of your day to hear about our exciting new testing platform, MonkeyTalk. It's a good idea to go ahead and download the software to enable you to follow along on your computer. You can download the software and find a boatload of information about MonkeyTalk at the address on the screen. Gorilla Logic was started as a Java consulting shop. Our development expanded to Flex in 2008, and we realized there was not a good testing platform for the software we were developing. This gave way for us to develop the first revision of our testing tools, FlexMonkey, which was designed for testing Flex applications. About the same time we were wrapping up development of FlexMonkey, the Apple Store was becoming a huge success, which paved the way for the world's first iOS functional testing tool, PhoneMonkey. After developing PhoneMonkey for iOS, we decided that we may as well cater to the other half of mobile development while we were at it and completely own the functional mobile testing space. This rapid development left us with 3 separate products on 3 different development paths. So in 2012, we combined all these products into one super awesome testing tool, MonkeyTalk. MonkeyTalk can be thought of as 3 separate projects. MonkeyTalk, the scripting language, Gorilla Logic's own scripting language. MonkeyTalk, the IDE, an IDE that provides code completion and project management. And MonkeyTalk Agents. An agent is a library that is linked into your application that provides MonkeyTalk the ability to talk to and record from your application. MonkeyTalk scripting language is a simple format testing language developed by Gorilla Logic. The command under the first bullet point is an example. Each line of a MonkeyTalk script has a component name, a component identifier, an action to invoke on that component, and some arguments. As we develop our testing tools and talked with members of the QA community, we found that the problem with testing tools was that recording sometimes didn't work for certain components. And in hard-to-reach areas, it was better to allow the tester to enter commands by hand. We found also that power users wanted the ability to do control flow, which we provide with JavaScript. Data driving is also supported through CSV files and through a database if you export the database as a CSV file. Some of the high points of the MonkeyTalk language: it records high-level events. Instead of getting click at 250, 400, you get button OK tap. The language is succinct and to the point. Data driving is built in. All the scripts are cross-platform, so if you write a test for Android, then it will also work on iOS. The MonkeyTalk IDE makes it much easier to write scripts by providing code completion, record and playback buttons, easy agent connectors, a report viewer, and the ability to see the full componentry of your application. The MonkeyTalk agent is a library which must be built into your application under test. Once this library is built into your application under test and the application under test is started, an HTTP server is started on the device. This HTTP server receives commands from MonkeyTalk and in turn sends actions to your application. Conversely, when recording is turned on, the IDE starts an HTTP server which listens for commands from the device and records them. The platforms we currently support through the MonkeyTalk agents are iOS, Android, Chrome, Firefox, and Adobe Flex. The MonkeyTalk libraries have to be built into your application under test in order for MonkeyTalk to communicate with your application. Your phone does not have to be jailbroken for our tool to access it. The agent comes as a part of the MonkeyTalk download. For more detailed information about building MonkeyTalk into your application, please consult the documentation at www.gorillalogic.com. MonkeyTalk can fit into your software development lifecycle. The way that we suggest to fit MonkeyTalk into your software development lifecycle is to have a developer make a release of your application with our libraries built in and give that to your QA department. Your QA department can then write tests against that application and submit those tests to some place in Subversion or some other code code management tool. And then your CI environment can, on each build, run those regression tests against your application under test. We provide 4 different ways to run the tests. One, you can run the test back right after you record them by just hitting the play button after you've recorded. We also provide a command line runner, so you can run from the command line. A build time runner, which is an Ant target that we provide in the download. And also we can hook in with your continuous integration environment like Jenkins or Bamboo. When you download the application from the internet, this is the folder structure that you get. And as you see, you get the MonkeyTalk IDE, agents for Android and iOS, the Ant target, some documentation, a command line runner, and some sample applications. The MonkeyTalk IDE is built on the Eclipse platform and uses the project paradigm. If you're familiar with Eclipse, you'll be very familiar with how MonkeyTalk works right whenever you get started. A project is just a collection, kind of a way to encapsulate your whole testing project. What is a test, which is a building block of MonkeyTalk? A test is a script that has been recorded from your application that you can edit and you can play back. Several tests make up a suite, and a suite is a collection of tests. A suite also, whenever you run a suite, it gives you a report, which is in XML or in HTML. It gives you setup and teardown functions, and to call a test, just as the command says here on the screen, you say test A, run with some CSV file if you want to do data driving. You can also swap between drag, move, and slide as you record things. Sometimes whenever you click a button on a screen and then drag across the screen, you want that to be recorded as a drag, and sometimes that's a right slide. Also, as I mentioned before, you have the ability to run as JavaScript. So if you want to, whenever you record a MonkeyTalk script, you can export that as JavaScript and then use all the control flow mechanisms from JavaScript in your MonkeyTalk script. Data driving works in JavaScript the same way as it does in a MonkeyTalk script. We also have the ability to make custom commands. So if you wanted to have a command that you could provide to your QA department that says something like user controls login form login, that encapsulates all that functionality, then we provide that also.